Yo, what's good YouTube? Today I'm gonna show you guys the best tips and tricks of how to be better at Call of Duty, especially for the new Black Ops 6. The controller settings is gonna be throughout the video, and let's get into it. Now that we are in the training station, I would say use your Omni movement because it's gonna take a bunch of advantage of other players. It's gonna help you so much for the new Call of Duty game that's gonna drop soon because right now we're playing in beta. Before we start doing all the settings and stuff, I'm gonna teach you one thing that I've been doing and it's been working. This might probably work in Warzone. So say if there's an enemy like right there, usually what you might do is just run up and shoot, or you might run up, dive, and shoot. Don't, because the enemy's gonna be right here and be nuts all up in your face. Don't do that. You don't want to do that, because the enemy's expecting you to be right here, if not right there. And what I mean by right here, I mean like they could still see your head. So you have to be careful for this trick that I'm about to show you. So what I usually do is when I go up the stairs, I dive like that. So midway up the stairs, you just hold your dive button and you can shoot. Or you can look up and shoot. So something like this. It's gonna help you so much with the new movement and things. And okay, so then now once you're done with all the basic movements, you guys could start the training. And now for the settings too, I will show you how streamers could get good aim just like this. So it's pretty easy once you get used to the game and you get better at it, because then you could do simple tricks like that, what I just did. And I'm gonna go back to the lobby because there's a timer right there, and they don't have private matches yet in the beta. Okay, now that we are back in the lobby, I'm gonna show you the settings that I use, or for certain settings that you guys could probably use throughout this video too. So of course, go to your settings. Quick settings, I use 1616. For me, it's just how I feel, because I see a lot of people going, or even popular people going 9 or even 6. Too slow for me. I like to be fast. I like to move fast. So I just go 1616. Tactical flip, I see a lot of people recommending this if you want to play claw. When you first play claw, trust me, it's the worst feeling. But once you try and try, you soon get better at using claw. Right now I just use right claw. I don't use bumper jumper. I tried doing that and it's not how I feel about it. It's just not for me. That's it. So I've been always using right claw, tactical flipped, and you guys could go with that. For controller vibration, turn that off because it's gonna ruin your aim when your controller starts vibrating super hard. Pause. But who is that? Whatever. But anyways, when it comes to controller vibration, turn that off. Even if you're used to it, just turn it off, get used to it. It's always better to try out new things. Trigger effects, since this is a new game, you guys should read it. It's, I don't know. I really don't know. Look at version on foot. I just have that on standard. Field of view always on 120. Or if you want, if it hurts your head on 120, always go try at 110. And right now for the beta that's out too, the volumes and all that stuff for footsteps is really bad. And I'm assuming right now they're probably going to fix it when they drop out the full game. And then now for color customization, we have HUD color palette. I just have it on custom. These are all my preferences that I choose for me and for myself. But the main setting that you guys want to do is these color filters. So I always put on filter 2, both 80. I used to use 100, but it's really just how intense you want your game to look to make it vibrant more. So I would recommend putting on 80 and then interface color intensity up to 100. Now that's just the quick settings. Now we're getting to more of the complicated stuff. Once you start changing up a bunch of the in-game settings, you'll get used to the settings and stuff. But right here, we already went over this. Dead zones. Okay, so if you have a brand new controller, what you want to do is put your left stick and your right stick probably to 1. Since my controller, I've been having it for like a couple months now, has some stick drift, I put it up to 3 and 3. Now left stick, it's just for you to walk around just to make it less delay. Put it down at 60 and your right stick put up to 99. So you have that smooth look when you every time when you look left to right or something. And then for aiming, we have the sensitivity multiplier. If I have my AES sensitivity up to 120, your guys is once you first start, your guys is probably at 1, but I have mine on 120 because I just like I said, I like it to be fast. The liquor version, we already went over that. Target aim assist, I turned that on, but for this new Call of Duty, they nerfed it a little bit, which is not good in a way, but it's also good for people to get used to. And motion sensor behavior, I just have that off. Motion sensor advanced settings. There's really nothing here, just a bunch of random stuff that you probably might not want to use. Alright, now we have movement. Sprint assist, I have it on tactical sprint assist, and there's sprint assist delay, put that all the way down to 0 so you can sprint faster. Mantle assist, I have that off because I don't want to be accidentally mantling when I'm in a gunfight or something, so I just have that off. Crouch assist, I have that off too. Automatic airborne mantle, I have that off. Slide dive behavior, now you could go hybrid, but like I said, it's just your preference. I put mine on tap to slide. I just like having to hold my right stick down instead of holding my left stick and my right stick at the same time just to dive. It's weird to me. Auto door peeking, that's going to be really bad when you're trying to go into gunfight and try to push, so I just have that off. And then movement, advanced settings, there's a bunch of simple things. Nothing much you could really change here. And now we have combat. This is, some of these settings are a little bit new, like the manual fire behavior or even the combat advanced settings. It's just a bunch, or even quick C4 detonation. It's just a bunch of new stuff. We don't have to really pay attention to that. And now if you're on a PS4, the quality is gonna look really bad and you won't be able to have this 120 hertz refresh rate if you don't use a monitor. So I would say if you have a PS5, use it to your advantage, and if you have a monitor too, use it to your advantage too. Always keep it on 120 if you're on PlayStation. PC depends on what PC you have, your graphics card and stuff like that. Brightness is a big major thing, and visibility, and a lot of people have been using 50 or 55. You don't want it to be too bright because then everything's gonna look really foggy when you're in game, if you know what I mean. I would recommend using 55 for brightness. Safe area depends on your screen. I just have mine just the size of my monitor. Now this one's new. Sustainability eco mode preset, I just have that off. For the quality, always want to have these two on, depth of view and fidelity cast. Now the fidelity cast, it says right there, enhance the sharpness of scene rendering using AMD, which is the PC I have. AMD is really good for gaming too. GeForce, if you're on PC, I feel like GeForce would be fine. But for me, it's just really for preferences, so I'm just using AMD for my PC. But this is only for the PlayStation people, so screw PC for right now. So, Fidelity Cast, turn that on. Fidelity Cast Strength, for now, for multiplayer in the beta, I use 70. If you want, you could go up 90 when Warzone drops, because that's just the best to make it look good. So 70, and for this, it's going to help you a lot for your PlayStation usage. And as you can say here, as you play the game, necessary to provide color details on surfaces, you could set a daily down limit, which takes up a bunch of space. So always have that on minimal. And this is just random. It's really up to you. Now that we are on view, motion reduction, turn that off. Like it says right there, accessibility settings to recommend values to minimize the effort of motion sickness. So always have that off. Field of view, said 120 or 110. ADS field of view affected. And your weapon field of view wide. Vehicles, up to you. First person camera movement, it depends on, like, say someone throws a grenade, and if I have this up to 100, your screen's gonna shake so much and you won't be able to see as well. So always keep it on at least 50. It's gonna help you, trust me. Now for audio, if you're on PlayStation, you want to hear your footsteps better. I heard that you should use soundbar, but it's really up to you. Mono audio, I have that off. Oh yeah, and the hit marker preset is just when you do hit markers on other people. It just makes a little sound. That's it. I just have mine on default. I usually keep it on old school or also classic. I usually keep on classic, but I like the new sound of the default sound when you hit it. When you do the hit marker. So yeah, really up to preferences. Interface is just really up to you if you want to change it or not. I just have mine on default, really. And yeah, that's how you get good. Use it as an advantage, because this information is going to really help you guys to get better at the game. Once you play and play it more, you could probably be better than me sooner than later. So now that we are done with that, I'm going to show you guys a couple clips that I have of myself playing the new Call of Duty. And later. Oh my god, why are you right there? I had to shoot his bug. He kept sitting up there with the dragon off, and I really got mad. Bro just got styled on. I hope he sees this video and like looks back at himself to know how much of a disappointment he is. I see you. That's crazy. Oh my god. No. I was doing so good too. Wow. What the? I'm like fully locked in. How come every time when I say I'm locked in, I start to like die more? We're about to lose. I don't really mind. Really, as long as I got my revenge, that's all I really care about. Ooh. That was scary. Ah, 96 to 100. I'm still locked in right now. How is that not a kill? Oh, he's behind the police car. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh. But he was not expecting that. Oh my god. My aim? No.